Hi. Quite crispy cold here this morning, so I think that will help because it will mean I'll talk faster and make it quick. So I've got an article in the newspaper today talking about the Me You Can't See, the combined Oprah, Prince, Harry miniseries talking about mental health, and interestingly talking about his own experiences and leading to, why him and his wife basically left the UK and decided that they needed to be elsewhere. And it's interesting, when this first came out in February, I'd prepared another article in response to something I'd read in the New York Journal about Bessel van der Kolk, who wrote Body Keeps the Score. He's a psychiatrist who's well known for his trauma experience, and I've met him, actually, the photo of me and him in Spain at one point about a decade ago. Anyway, normally I sort of think he speaks a lot of sense and makes, it's a lot of wisdom the way that he approaches things, especially around the physical manifestation of trauma in the body. But in this particular article, I was really surprised because he was kind of talking about, just because he lost his mother, there's no guarantee that he's going to have any sort of traumatic impact. And I was like, what's he talking about? Of course it's going to have a traumatic impact. And it's interestingly, like when I looked at it, it was like, it made perfect sense. He hates the UK media with a vengeance. And of course he would, because let's face it, in his mind, they are the ones that are responsible for his mother's death. The way he views it, they murdered her. So is he going to have a great relationship with them? Of course not. And I was really surprised at this approach, and I can't explain it. It makes no sense. Sometimes I find that people, when they've got these, particular roles, they spend an awful lot of time trying to validate the IP, like this intellectual kind of position on it, rather than actually looking at the experiences that people have and saying, well, that's reasonable. So the dogs now decide to go silly. So in the article, I just basically say it makes perfect sense. In the Me You Can't See, he says, you know what? They were chasing my wife around the same way that they used to do to my mother from when I was a boy. And is that triggering? Absolutely. Does it cause issues? His stress meant he thought he was going to lose another woman in his life. Makes perfect sense to me. Interestingly, he talks about using EMDR therapy to make everything feel better. You can tell, because when he's talking about his experiences, quite different to when Oprah talks about her experiences, she gets upset. Lady Gaga talks about her experiences, she gets upset. And a lot of the other people who are talking about their own mental health challenges along the way. But he also supports the attitude that I have, which is we need to build mental resilience. That's why I have the 12-week program looking at mental muscle. It's about how do we prepare people for emotional challenges and difficulties and give them a range of strategies and awareness to help them move through it. So anyway, I just thought it was good to share with you and let you know. If you're interested in the article, I'll probably post it on the socials later. All right, see you soon.